Have you ever been in church and somebody had to get up and use a bathroom and you seen them like go like this and put that one finger in the air? Well, I call that the church finger. I don't really know like what that one finger does for real, but I know that's what you do when you need to excuse yourself. Well, I have learned that through the Holy Spirit, 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, that the Holy Spirit gives us the power to tip out of any temptation that comes our way. The word says that no temptation shall overtake you except that which is common to man. But God is faithful, who won't allow you to be tempted beyond what you're able to bear. That's it, Tiffany. But with that temptation, he will make a way of escape for you. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, y'all. I'm going to talk about tip out. So if you will, put your church finger up in the air like this and just tip out. Tip out. Just tip out. Yeah. 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 Tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip and just start tipping out of the situation, it'll be alright. Please, let me excuse myself, I can't sit down. I was noticing some things, so would you allow me to expound? It seems like we get stuck in our present situations. We stumble, we fall, we hit that ground, and we just stay there. Well, God has anointed you, appointed you, called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. So fight the good fight of faith. But we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So we strive for perfection because we can't do this for law. I know we were born in sin, but nobody should be bound by it. I now live my life on a sin-free diet. Try it. Some cats are thinking just done one. This is easier said than done, but I'm here to let you know it can't be done. Cause Jesus was our greatest example, so fix your eyes on him. He was wrapped in that flesh, but yet he chose not to sin to me. When that temptation comes, you can simply walk away. Better yet, put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. Just tip out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. Listen, sometimes it's lust to other sexual sins. We get caught in circumstances we don't need to be in. Let me tell you about a situation that happened to me when I dated this girl from Chicago back in January 03. One particular night, things were getting heavy and hot. Kissing for about an hour, we were going non-stop. Satan whispering in my ear, saying it's alright. Gotta forgive you this once, just gonna get it tonight. I'm thinking, yeah, you're right, I know she wanted and I wanted too. So I put my hand up on her waist and I started making my move. Then all of a sudden I heard a familiar voice on her TV. It was Fred Hammond singing a song just for me. Singing, are you ready for your blessing? At that moment I froze. So I stopped and said, baby girl, I gotta go. She said, oh man, Juan, I never let you fall. I smiled, I got my keys and headed straight for the door. I tipped out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. Just tip out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. And no temptation is overtaking you except such as common a man. But God is faithful. I'm so glad that he's not a man. He won't allow me to be tempted beyond what I can bear. So there's no excuse for me to fall victim to the enemy's snares. But with temptation, he'll always wake a way of escape that you might be able to bear it. Example. Y'all remember Joseph, that strapping young lad? His pot had a thing for your boy, man, she wanted him bad. She gazed upon him with her lavish and seductive eyes. Thought to herself, it's about to go down tonight. She was straightforward and said, come play with me. But Joseph said, I can't do it, don't belong to me. Day by day, she was singing that same old song. Then a time came when they were both at home alone. She grabbed his clothes and she said, come lay with me. But Joseph tipped out fast before the chick could count to 3. He tipped out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip, slip, slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. Just tip out. Put your church finger in the air and tip out. Put your church finger in the air. Well, if you slip, slip, slip and just start tipping out of your situation, it'll be alright. Tip out, tip out, tip out, tip out.